Hi, everyone. Today is Thursday, June 2nd, and this is the product marketing sprint review. So I'll pass it over to Javi. Maybe you can take it away.
Thank you, Fizza. This iteration, I worked on a couple issues. One, I worked on resolving accessibility, something regarding accessibility with our nav. I made the issue, made the MR, and then also propagated those changes to both the buyer experience repository and the www repository. I had an issue for updating SEO information regarding the source code management page. I had 3 points allocated towards fixing a showcase component that existed in the small business page. I had 1 point for a resource card image discrepancy that was visible in some of our pages. Right now, I have 2 MRs that are in the doing category. I have one for the docs.gitlab.com. It's currently being reviewed by Dennis. Dennis has some folks that are also like on the wings waiting for some things because they're trying to figure some stuff out. And then I have a draft MR right now for the side nav component. It's still a work in progress. I should have the finished MR by the end of the day and then review tomorrow. So that should be it with that. I'll pass it up to Mateo.
Thank you, Javi. So I was working on updates for the GitLab 15 page and also on a new multi-select component for the customers page, wiring that one up. And I have started working on the topics template for the new topics children. That one is still a work in progress. And I have one issue, which is the startup page, which we need some confirmation on content, and we didn't really get that. So what I think is that one will be closed because that one seems to not, they don't want it to be migrated over or have any changes. But still waiting for confirmation on that. And that's it for me. I will pass it over to Tina.
Thanks. I was bouncing around all kinds of stuff this iteration. I'm going to share my screen. I think the biggest thing that I worked on was I finally completed the topics, also known as category leadership template that Mateo is going to start working on. So I worked with Niall to kind of make a structure that's search friendly and also user friendly. So we've got this template that is going to be applied to both the children and the parent pages. Currently, the topics have different templates for each of those, so that's going to simplify how they update things as well. And with that, we're going to use this mega page. It's a really high performing page, what is DevOps, as the first use case. And Mateo and I are going to work on creating, maybe not a library, but just an area for where some code blocks are going to exist so that those content creators who are familiar with inserting, working in YAML files and things like that, so that they can create pages that, that meet their content needs. I'm also working on the mobile, the sticky nav that we've been working on. Well, we realized that we hadn't created a mobile version of that. So I'm almost finished that. I don't have an issue for that because the DRI for our slippers Figma is currently Jess, I think, but so that's not on my boards, but that's also what I've been working on, plus some planning and learning and discovery for the features landing page work. Next is, who's next? Oh, Marguerite, you're the last one, I think.
Okay, so I worked on hiding the navigation in case studies and blog post pages for the Pad Factory URLs. I also worked on migrating the slippers component, component to use that slippers component. And I've been working on migrating the continuous integration page. And I think I also started working on some tickets, but since they were old, we're still waiting on information about picking that up. If that's something that we need to do. And yeah, I think that's work done.
I'll speak for Nathan real quick. I know he did some work cleaning up slippers, getting some documentation, merging MRs, code reviews. He also worked on the customers filter that Mateo was creating like the actual front end for, but the filter should be inclusive and not all or nothing kind of a thing. And that's what Nathan worked on.
Awkward silence.
Cool. Anything else before I stop recording? Nope. Okay, thanks everyone.